Are you a postpartum busy mom that is often feeling exhausted, maybe stiff, sluggish, waking up in the morning and wondering how you could feel better both mentally and physically, and where would you even find the time to do that? I am here for you today. I'm Dr. Sarah, family physician, wife, mom of 5, and exercise enthusiast. So welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to go over how in less than 10 minutes you can feel amazing, feel energized, less stiff, and just help yourself through the day. And you definitely want to watch until the end of the video. I'm going to go over something that I've been doing recently that has been wonderful for both my mental and physical health. Definitely subscribe, ring the bell so you never miss a video. I am so glad you're here, so grateful that you are wanting to be a part of this community. And definitely, you always want to check with your personal physician as to, when is good for you to get back and moving postpartum. And if you're in whatever stage of life you're in watching this, you definitely always want to consult with your personal physician. This is never intended to be medical advice. This is just education and information. So what I have been doing stretching wise that has been incredible when I am exhausted and tired and a busy mom. So we're gonna get into a seated position, and I have found even in just under 10 minutes a day doing this at various times through the years in between all these kids that I have. So like I said, I have 5. I have picked and chose different types of stretches. So today is just another one that I have been loving recently, and I've found it to be very nourishing and helpful for me. So we're gonna get into this cross-legged position, and the first thing we're gonna do is take a big breath in and bring your arms up, and then exhale out. We're gonna do 2 more like that. Big inhale, and exhale out. And when we're breathing during these exercises, you want to be doing your 360 breathing. I will link in a great video for you to watch below where I go over what all of that is about. All right, next we're gonna do a big inhale. We're gonna put that right elbow on the ground and exhale the left arm up and over. And you wanna be really gentle with this. You wanna think about, and you guys keep breathing while I'm doing this, you wanna think about almost turning your armpit like open up to the ceiling. So then you're gonna keep breathing, you exhale back up. We're gonna go the other side. So it's inhale and then exhale up and over. Now I have my left arm down, right arm coming up. We're gonna do that 3 more times. So inhale, exhale over. Inhale, back up and over, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And this is just an example of a dynamic stretch. So we are moving and stretching. And I just find this to feel really good, especially when I first wake up in the morning. It feels like it kind of gets the cobwebs out of my body. And this is gonna be the last one, up and over. Okay, next we are going to take our arms forward. So my hands are clasped and I'm kind of rounding my back. And then we're gonna inhale, open to like goalpost or cactus arms where your chest is open. And then exhale, round, back clasp. Inhale, open. We'll do 2 more. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. And last one. Exhale, open. Amazing. Now we're gonna get up onto all 4s. We're gonna take the right leg in a 90-90 position. The left leg, we're gonna take 1 step back, and you wanna really lean into that left hip. So I have a big stretch happening in front of the left hip in the hip flexor. And then you're gonna take an inhale, and on the exhale, you're gonna rotate your body and take that right arm up to the ceiling. So right now you want to make sure you're breathing into the stretch. Breathing into the stretch can be really helpful, and you should have a nice big stretch over that right chest area and then the left hip flexor area. Awesome. We're going to go back down. And we're going to do one more. So inhale, exhale, peel it open. The other thing you're getting in this is a nice thoracic spine stretch. So your thoracic spine is the middle part of your back. A stretch, but also a rotation. And you can bring this back down. And I find that to be really helpful. Now we're gonna just come back and switch sides. I find the rotation to be really helpful, especially breastfeeding or feeding a newborn from a bottle, because there's a lot of bending over from that upper spine. All right, so we're gonna inhale. This time we're taking a left arm, peeling that up. And you can lift your gaze up to the ceiling as well if that feels good. So on this side, I'm a lot tighter. I'm noticing like a lot more tightness in this left chest, even in the left behind my shoulder blade, and that's okay. You may notice different sides of your body feel different, and it might change day to day, and that's normal and that's okay. We're gonna gently come back down and do one more. So inhale, and then exhale. Amazing. All right, now we're gonna sit onto our bums and we're gonna do a hamstring stretch. So we're gonna raise up to the ceiling, thinking about like you have a string on the top of your head that's pulling to the ceiling, and you're gonna fold forward from your hips. And this is often a low back and a posterior leg, so sometimes hamstring, sometimes calf. This is one, and I always say this for everything, but this is one where you can make the rules. So if you have your feet stretched versus flexed, can change the part of your musculature in your leg that's being stretched. And depending on your flexibility, you may be, on your quad, on your knee, on your shin, at your ankle. You may be able to get to your toes. You may fold over your toes. And that may be different day to day, and that's okay. And we're just gonna do a few more breaths here. All right, so now to the good part, if that wasn't good enough already. So we're gonna get into child's pose. So that's gonna be knees apart, toes together. We're gonna gently stretch down. And I've been combining a lot of my stretching with meditation. It's a little tricky for me to make videos on that because I want to make sure I'm giving you the instructions of the stretch. And then that takes up time for me to also, take you through a meditation. But we've done child's pose. I can link a video on this as well for you to watch. And we're gonna go through a little quick meditation and do some box breathing. So box breathing is where we're gonna think about a box, and on the inhale, we're gonna inhale up the side of the box. We're gonna hold across the top of the box. We're gonna exhale down the box and then hold across the bottom. So it's inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale up the box, hold across the top, exhale down the box, hold across the bottom. And we're gonna do a few more just silently here. We'll do maybe 2 more breaths like this. One more. Awesome. And that's something that, I often will, during moments of stress, anxiety, tantrums, whatever it might be, Popping into a child's pose and doing a few breaths like that can be very, very helpful, not only to calm you mentally, but to also calm your nervous system down. And it just provides a nice reset, recharge. So if any of this brought you value, definitely drop a like, share with a friend or another postpartum mom that you think would absolutely benefit. Subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any videos. And definitely head over to my website, drsarahionescu.com, to sign up for my exclusive email list so you never miss an update about my one-on-one coaching, when I'm doing live workouts, all of that. And you know, postpartum mama, I am you. I'm here. I have an almost 5-month-old. This is my 5th baby. And yes, there are days that I wake up feeling stiff and groggy and like I don't want to move, and it's just like, ugh. And then you have to get up and be all the things, right? You have to be a mom. You have to take care of yourself. There's a million things to do. And you know, imagine if in under 10 minutes a day, you could show up for a stretch like this, a little bit of a meditation, and feel amazing afterwards and know that you were ready to take on what you needed to take on. And you can separate it out. It doesn't have to be all 10 minutes at once. You can do 1 or 2 or 3, however many stretches you want to do. You can separate it out. You get to make the rules. I am here to help you and support you along the way. Thank you for being here. Watch again. Bye, everyone.